I'm with one of the legends of the game, David Wansbrough, an Offsiders patron. Now, David, the Offsiders, who are they and where did they come from?
Well, I think the Offsiders is pretty much about me, the Offsiders. No. Look, the Offsiders is a concept that we came up with, Ash Carey, Simon Dawkins, Terry Piscini, on the back of a West Australian group called the Hotspurs, and we thought it was a great way to get some of the former players involved, and it's worked beyond our belief.
So what do the Offsiders actually do? You have lunches that people may not know about?
Yeah, look, the Offsiders does a whole lot of things. We have a bi-monthly lunch every 2 months, the first Friday of the month at the Richmond Hotel. And those lunches probably get 60 or 70 people. We've had all sorts of speakers. We've had Robert Walls, who was fantastic, Don Argus, Peter Bruckner from hockey and from football. I think our last speaker we had was Leon Weirgard. And next lunch, Friday, July 1, we've got Dave Emerson, the current Hawthorn hockey player, but
Murph Hughes manager are here as well?
Murph Hughes manager, Collingwood Football Club marketer, so he tells Eddie Maguire how to run Collingwood Footy Club.
I don't think you can tell Eddie Maguire anything just quietly.
No, actually I heard a good quote the other day. I said that's about as likely as Eddie saying no comment.
Now I'm joined by the esteemed Ashley Carey from the Q Hockey Club. Now Ash, we're at an Offsiders function here tonight. Just tell me quickly, what does the Offsiders mean to you?
Well, I think it's an opportunity for a lot of past players and people associated with the sport over a number of years with Victorian hockey, and also interstate-wise, because we've got a number of guys that have played against us before who are living in Melbourne and want to play, with us again. And it's great. We just get a chance to play some hockey, teach some young kids from the private school system and out of suburban areas how to play the game and pass on our knowledge. So it's great.
Now there's a little bit of an Australian experience in the Offsiders as well, isn't there? A few Australian representatives in the past.
I think we've got probably 4 or 5 or more, and look, that's great. It just gels the whole group together from our experiences and also the guys from the state level.
And yourself, Ash, how many caps have you got for Australia?
100 and something, I think 106 or something.
They can't even keep count. Any goals?
I don't think there's officially one goal in a test match, but no.
But there is one goal I remember, 1995, State League 1 Grand Final, the State Hockey Centre. Can you talk us through that one?
It was getting pretty dark. It was late in the day, and we probably had the one penetration for the half against Camberwell, and one of our players went down the right-hand side of the field, whacked it across, and through wet feet and everything else, the ball came across, and I happened to push the ball past an oncoming goalkeeper who still can't believe it went past him, neither can I.
And it was 1-0 the scoreline at the end of that game.
Magnificent.
Now, David Wansbrough also played in that match, a prominent member of the Offsiders.
Yeah.
Something that you talk about with him very often?
He doesn't tend to raise it. I like to, and being the 10th year anniversary this year, it's something I'll mention over a quiet beer tonight.
David Wansbrough, now we're talking about great grand finals, and Ash Carey couldn't resist to mention 1995
was he involved?
And that goal.
He was, yep.
That goal. Can you tell us your response to it?
Actually, I honestly can't recall. Was it Q Campbell?
Q Campbell.
It was,
Q
yeah.
Campbell. You've played in too many grand finals to remember.
Look, I think for Q it'll be obviously a clear memory when you don't win too many. But I think Carey scored, and the shock of the whole thing when you look back and the regret is that it's probably the only goal I've seen Ash Carey ever score, and he got it in the grand final.
Well, I did ask him about how many caps he's played for Australia and how many goals he scored, and he couldn't name a single goal for Australia, but the one he did score really hurt Campbell that afternoon.
It did. Look, it's always good to see the underdog get up. No, look, Q, Ash Carey made a big difference to Q, and they're a competitive club, and they got Toddy Williams and Ash Carey in that year. And they got over it. And I'm sure there's grand finals. If we need to change the topic and talk about Camberwell's wins.
I was going to say, next question, on a brighter point for you, the best grand final that you've played in?
Look, I think one that you're involved in, Hugh, when Camberwell knocked off Doncaster when we were probably underdogs. And I think we won 4-2 that day. And still gives tingles down the spine.
We're talking great grand finals here on the Hockey Show. Simon Dawkins, now you've played for Waverley in grand finals?
Yeah, played for Waverley.
Which would be your favourite one?
Well, the 3 that we won were obviously the favourites. There was about an era of about 6 years where Camberwell and Waverley shared premierships.
Right through the 80s.
My least favourite one was when Dave Wansbrough clocked me on the nose. And I've still got the scars there, and thanks for bringing up such a painful memory. And sometimes I've got to wonder why I still talk to the bloke. But that knocked me out for a little while, and I think Les Asen only sent David off for about 5 minutes, whereas it's probably a red card thing.
Now, your nickname apparently, I'm not sure if it was this gold medal game, is Rainbow Irvine. Where does that come from?
Okay, it wasn't out of that game. My nickname in the Australian scene was Rainbow for some years. We were playing in a tournament in Hong Kong.
Yep.
And there was another guy in the back line who was a very similar height, shape, hair colouring to me, by the name of Wayne Hammond. True story. And Wayne Hammond, to all you young boys out there, don't do this. Wayne Hammond happened to hit another guy of the opposition team, which was Pakistan, around the ankle. And the umpire thought it was me. And so I said to the umpire, but it wasn't me. So he gave me a green card for arguing. And I said, but hang on, it wasn't me. So out came a yellow card for continuing to argue. And as I started to walk off, I said, you've got this really wrong. This is just ridiculous, and an expletive was also in there.
Ash Carey, I think, when he told the story, mentioned a few more expletives that were said that afternoon.
Only the odd one or two. You can't swear, boys and girls. So I let out an expletive. So I got a red card. Now all of that was all within 30 seconds.
Okay.
So I got rainbow. I got all the colours, the umpire's colours. I got the only time in international hockey I was ever sent off.
But I do remember winning one by penalty stroke where it hit Clay Folds' foot, I think it was, and it wasn't a foot, and we got the stroke and we put it away.
So can you say, because, okay, here's something, I was the ball kid at that end of the ground, and I was standing behind the goals, the goalkeeper was in the way, so I couldn't see. But can you tell us now, unequivocally, stare down the barrel and say that did not hit? It was Todd Folds. Todd Folds, wasn't it?
Sorry, you're right. It was
Todd Folds.
Yeah, it's a bit of a Wayne Harms moment, really, isn't it? It was Wayne Harms.
Did it not hit his foot?
No, it didn't. It hit his stick. It was nothing but stick.
So a stroke was blown. Waverley put the stroke in to win the grand final.
Absolutely.
And I don't think Andrew Minter reacted too well that afternoon.
No, he didn't at all. And he was having a bit of a dig at the umpire's religion on the way off. But
I think you got 8-week suspension the following year for that.
I think so, and I think Greg Reid may have had a bit of pain from that game as well.
With one of the hockey show hosts, Louise Dobson. Now, Louise, we've got a plethora of Australian players at the Offsiders function tonight. Just to introduce a few of them, how many Australian caps have you got playing for the Aussie squad?
250 something.
And there's a few goals in there, I'm sure, as well?
58. I didn't quite make the 60. That was my motivation. Do I go on to try and hit 60 goals for Australia? But I've decided to sack the Australian team and move on to the Offsiders, which is far more exciting, less warm-up, a lot more skill.
Yeah, now that was going to be my next question. Obviously, playing at the elite level, at the Australian level, what's it like coming, can I say, down to Offsiders?
Look, it just doesn't compare. It's far more social. The only thing is we've got an issue with the team manager, Terry. I've just asked him tonight that for the girls we need bobby pins in our kit.
Okay.
He's very good on the lollies and looking after the boys, but now that we have a few females getting involved with the Offsiders, we need just a bit more feminine touch from the manager. So we're hoping that he can just, fix the kit up, bit of mascara, a few pins, and a few. He just doesn't quite know about that, but I'm teaching him.
Okay, we might have to have a word to him on behalf of the hockey show as well, I think. Now, I'm with the manager of the Offsiders, Terry Piccini. Now, Terry, you have been charged by Louise Dobson, ex-Australian player, for not having enough bobby pins in the kit for the Offsiders. What's the story there?
Well, Hugh, this is sad. Very sad.
We want more people who are out there, so get on board. It is a very tight market to get a game here with the Offsiders, but if you can run for more than 10 minutes at once, you're halfway there, because I tell you what, I've retired, Hugh, and I have lost my fitness, and tonight I even got to play right wing, which is very scary.
You are a true marketing professional, I'll say, Louise. We need you on the hockey show more. Now, my last question is, what do you get more enjoyment out of? Is it on the field with the Offsiders, or is it at these social functions that are organised?
Oh, look, it all goes hand in hand. It's about running around on the field for 5 minutes, but obviously spending more time at the bar afterwards, which is far more exciting. Or if it's not that, it's trying to do Huey's crossbar challenge, which is always an ongoing thing. Huey.
It's all about Huey.
No one will ever take the cake from Huey, will they?
Okay, Louise, thank you very much for coming to the hockey show, and have a great night tonight.
Thanks, Huey. Thanks, everyone.
This show ain't big enough for the both of us, Sheriff Miles.
So what you gonna do about it?
More hockey show after the break.